Good evening, everyone. Chef Jay here. Tonight I'm going to be making the Arizona omelet and our omelets around the U.S. We will need, tonight for your Arizona omelet, you will need some jalapenos, some corn, and I used some cheddar jack cheese mix. And for our garnish, we'll use some salsa. For the, I use some mild salsa here, but it's whatever taste you have. You know, if you want something really spicy, you could go for something spicier, but since we have jalapeno, I figured it's enough spice for us. And if you couldn't tell already, we are in a totally different kitchen, so this will be an experience for all of us. I prefer to cook on gas anyway, so this works. First, we will start with a little bit of vegetable oil in our pan. There we go. And we will, so let's dry that off a little bit first, so we don't get splashed with grease, as I mentioned in my first video. Add our jalapenos. We'll saute that up all good and ready to eat. By the way, one thing I should mention about jalapenos, it will burn your skin, so I don't think anyone wants to rub their eyes and get burned with jalapeno residue. Alright, while that is sauteing, and by the way, for anyone who's curious, with the last video, the Alaskan omelet, that will be up on YouTube shortly, I'm hoping. It is in the process of being edited by a friend. Alright. Also, I didn't have access to a rubber spatula, so once again, you know, a totally different kitchen. This will be an experience for all of us. And the reason I prefer a gas stove is I feel it cooks a lot more evenly. And, you know, if you don't have a gas stove, you know, there's little burners you should be able to buy at the store for about 20 bucks if you've been making these omelets yourself, or you just prefer to cook over gas like I do. Alright, now that our vegetables are sauteed, we'll go ahead and add the eggs. And for those of you who might be wondering, when I was doing research about how to represent each state, Arizona seemed to have a lot of influence from Mexican cuisines, though that's hence the jalapenos and the corn. Wow, so far this pan is already working way better than the one I've used in the previous video. Just get the sides all nice and cooked. I should add a little more oil to the pan so this doesn't stick. You definitely want to add a lot of oil if you're using egg whites, because the albumin in the eggs will stick to the pan. Alright, now for the first time ever, I'm going to attempt to flip this in the pan. Alrighty, let that other side cook a little bit, and And while we do that, we'll go ahead and add our cheese so that can melt. And once your omelet is cooked to your preference, we will go ahead and transfer it to the plate. Alright, now for the salsa. It's, however you want it. I chose a spoon to do it a little evenly instead of pouring it on. And here we have our Arizona omelet. Next week we will be doing the Arkansas omelet, so stay tuned. Alright, see you guys next week. Bye.